And I think we're live. I always feel so uncomfortable when we start these lives because I never know if anybody's on yet. But it looks like they are. Yay! Okay, there's Hounds Vodka, Christina. Awesome. Love it. Oh, Mitch. Oh, here, we can actually get Andrew on now from Hound. So we're going to be making cocktails today. Actually, Andrew's going to be making cocktails. I'm just going to be drinking a cocktail. And Andrew Kirby is one of the founders of Hounds Vodka. Mitch, well, I'm on, so there. I love it. Nice to see you, Mitch. Okay, let me get Andrew on from Hounds. We're just waiting. I mean, 3 o'clock technically is cocktail hour, I would think.
5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere. But I don't understand why 3 o'clock can't be a cocktail hour either. Why does it have to be 5 o'clock? Oh, Hounds Vodka declined. How did that happen? Okay, Andrew, you have to get back on. Anyway, I can show you our cocktail here. Are we done? Our cocktail? Oh my God, it looks so good. Okay, you have to see this. Isn't that awesome? So that's all sugar. Sugar rim. You really want to show the cocktail? That's awesome. That's just sugar, lemon, cherries, cherry syrup. Anyway, it's and Hounds. It's very delicious. Isn't that so good? Look at the cherries. The cherries are the best. They're like my favorite. Let's see. Waiting for Hounds. Waiting for Hounds. Let's see. I love the waves. Thanks, guys. Does anybody want to know how we made this cocktail? It's really delicious. So we'll tell you. We'll show you. Basically, it's how much Hounds do we put in? Like just a little bit, right?
Let's call it 1.5 ounces.
1.5 ounces of Hounds.
2 ounces.
Request to be in your live. Okay, go live with Hounds. I keep pressing it. Hi guys. So we do 1.5 ounces of Hounds. It's probably 1 full lemon that we squeeze in, don't we?
Yes.
Like 1 full lemon. We do a teaspoon of sugar, don't we?
Teaspoon of sugar.
Yeah. And then you have to see these cherries. They're absolutely delicious. These cherries. I don't know if you've ever seen them in the store, but they're so good. You can get them at Italy. And then we actually also use the syrup to put into the cocktail as well. It's really, really good. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see it there. I don't know why Hounds Vodka can't get on the live. I hope Andrew joins soon because he's making a Moscow Mule. I don't know what's in that actually. Does anybody else have any good recipes for vodka? We've actually made a good espresso one, right?
Hounds Espresso Martini.
Hounds Espresso Martini, which was like excellent, which was really, really good.
And this one we call it Hounds Black and Lemon.
This one's called the Hounds Black and Lemon. It's really, really tasty. And now you can actually, oh, that's so nice. And now you can actually buy Hounds through houndsvodka.com, which is pretty cool. I mean, I will say this whole COVID thing and being home, hi, Brittany, has been interesting because it's basically given us the opportunity to be able to, get our alcohol delivered. And I mean, I guess get a lot of things delivered, which is kind of nice, actually. Anyway, just saying. I don't know where Andrew is, but I guess we can make some cocktails. Let's see. What else could we be making? So we made this one. We could make an espresso cocktail. Should we try that? What are some of your favorite cocktails with vodka or just favorite cocktails? We could probably try making lots of cocktails. I mean, it is 3 o'clock. I'll just keep talking about alcohol because I don't know if Andrew is joining. Let's see.
Yeah, this one we call the quarantini because you can have it any time of day when you're quarantining.
We're calling this the quarantine. Oh, there you are. I'm like, okay, I'm talking. I mean, I can only like talk about like a cocktail for
yeah.
so long.
Sorry about that. This is my first time, so
That's okay.
For some reason it wasn't. Their settings were weird. I couldn't figure it out. So, anyways, I'm here now.
That's okay. We actually did. Can you see this? So we've been,
Yeah.
I'd say for the last month, 7 weeks, we've been literally making all these different cocktails. Oh, it's 11 p.m. in Belgium, so it's definitely cocktail hour in Belgium.
For sure.
We've been making all these like different cocktails, and so one of the things that I'm loving, before you take us through the Moscow Mule, but have you ever tried these in cocktails? They're like cherries.
I haven't. No.
Oh my God. So we literally, there's like in this particular cocktail, there's like 1.5 ounces of Hounds with like these cherries with some sugar and then sugar on the rim. Like these are what the cherries look like.
Okay.
Anyway, and lemon, and it's delicious.
So it's like a cherry lemon.
Yeah, so we're actually using
lemon.
some cherry in ours today. A cherry
Oh,
liqueur.
really?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm excited. Okay, take us away to. Is this the Moscow Mule?
So it is. So what we're doing is we're doing our take on a Moscow Mule. We figure since it's spring summertime, it's a good cocktail for that. Everyone's familiar with it. So it's our take on it, and we actually call it the KGB.
The KGB.
Yeah, it's just because it's the black version of the Moscow Mule. So anyway, so we'll create it here. So what you need, and by the way, since everyone's at home right now, that's the thing. I try to make it as simplistic as possible. Either you have these ingredients or you can get them at the grocery store. You don't have to go hiking up to get, bitters or anything like that, right? So it's pretty standard. So what we're gonna do is fill a glass with ice here.
Okay.
Give me there.
Yeah. Jordan Waxman, he's a chef. Jordan, we have to serve one of these at your dinners.
They're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have to use a special glass? Like, how they have those Mule glasses? Do you have to do that?
Well, the thing is, you can, and they're great glasses, but if you want to showcase the color of Hounds, you can do it in a clear glass too. So right now, just so you can see the color, I'm going to do it in a clear glass.
Because it's black, guys.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
so what you're going to do is
the bottle.
add a full lime right now in the glass. So full lime. Okay.
Oh, we need to get one of those. That's like, can you put lemons in there too?
They're the best. Wow. You can put lemons and oranges too.
Oh, that's one of those things. It's for lemons and oranges.
Like a juicer.
Just to press the juice, and it's pretty good.
We need one of those. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to do. So you can do 1 or 1.5 ounces of Hounds vodka. So we'll do 1.5.
Oh, you have the fancy spritzer.
I did. Just for this video. Right. So how we make this unique to us is we're actually gonna add this liqueur here. It's called Cassis, and it is a cherry liqueur.
Oh, I've seen that actually at the LCBO.
We have used it in some of our other cocktails as well.
Yeah.
It goes great with us. So we're gonna just add a 1/4 ounce. About a 1/4 ounce there. Just give it that flavor.
That's so funny. Someone just asked, the bottle is half empty. How much practicing did you do? We've done a lot.
A lot. This is the bottle in the liquor cabinet that I have that I use. Okay, so we're gonna use now ginger beer to top it off. So this you can get at Zehrs, whatever. I think it's the best one. It's all natural. You can get other stuff that's cheaper, but this one I think is the best.
Does ginger beer taste like ginger ale or no?
Not real. I mean, this is more real tasting. I feel like you can also get ginger beer at the LCBO. It's a beer, like it has alcohol in it. This doesn't. Yeah. So I mean, I find it mixes really, really well with ours. And you just top it up.
What time is it in Malaysia? That was so nice. Someone just said hello from Malaysia. What time is it in Malaysia? It's probably cocktail time.
Probably. Well, it's 11 somewhere, right? All right. So now you're going to give it a quick stir here.
All right, let's see what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like.
So can you see the color there?
Oh, yeah.
So it still keeps it that really, really nice color. And then what you do, if you want to be fancy, you can garnish it with a lime wheel there too.
How much ginger beer did you put in there again?
So I didn't quite go through this full bottle here, but it's about it's a 200 mil, 200
Okay.
mils. So, you know, it's not a ton. You're not putting in like it's less than a can.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, that's it. That's good. And so, what's the taste like? Is it just super refreshing?
Oh, unbelievable! Yeah, try right now.
Try right now. Describe the flavor.
Yeah, it's great. It gives that. I mean, if everyone's had a Moscow Mule, so it gives that, and that cherry gives it that extra kind of flavor to it, right? So it's really refreshing, and so I figured it was appropriate coming into summer. So
Yeah,
there you have it.
it's so interesting. I think more and more people are sort of experimenting with cocktails right now
Mhm.
because we're home more. And I don't know, like I never really drank that much, but I do sort of now look forward to like a 5 o'clock cocktail. And we try different like
Right.
recipes, and it's sort of fun. Like you just play around with it. We've been doing these little like shots too with Hounds. So like the same thing
Okay.
that we made here, we
Right.
sort of do in like a shot glass with like the rim being sugar. And it's great because it's like you don't have to commit to like a full cocktail, but you can
Yeah.
sort of like sip on like the shot, although we're not sipping necessarily. But I don't know, it's
Right.
been really fun. And like I love the fact, like, I mean, what I think is so awesome is the fact that we can now get our alcohol delivered. Like I know now
Right.
Hounds is available on houndsvodka.com, but the
Right.
fact that we can get delivery orders, I think is pretty great.
Yeah. I mean, we were slowly working our way into the stores across Canada, obviously, you know. So, I mean, we're in the SAQ, we're in obviously the LCBO right now, which is going to continue to grow the stores. We're in the BC liquor stores and some of the private channel there. We're in Newfoundland, and we're going to be actually in New Brunswick too in the coming weeks. So, and then of course, yeah, we just launched our e-commerce site, which is great. I mean, we're doing, as you know, we're doing free delivery over $150 order there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's really good. Yeah.
I think that's really exciting. A lot of people, I get asked this question a lot. What makes it black?
So so for guys, we are Canadian blended vodka. We blend and produce it right in Niagara Falls. We infuse it with fulvic and humic minerals. And that's what kind of gives it that attractive black color, and also gives it that velvety kind of smooth finish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is really smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what is that exactly? Because when you Google it, it actually says that it's good for your digestive system. I mean, I guess you have to have a lot of like high quantities of it, but it is supposed to be good for you.
Yeah, no, they extract this stuff. We actually get it out in BC, and they mine for this stuff, like 200 feet below the ground, and it's called lignite. And what they do is they extract kind of the concentrate out of it, and they heavily filter it, and that's kind of what we get. And then we infuse that into the vodka, and then we filter it out again. So
Yeah, because
um,
what people don't realize, and I think someone had said this actually the other day. She had said that she's been making cocktails at home with Hounds, and she said you expect you expect there to be a flavor because of the color, but there isn't. It tastes like
right,
regular, like there's no flavor. It's like regular vodka, but
right,
there is a smooth sort of texture to it, which is really nice
hmm
on its own, but certainly in cocktails.
exactly. So I mean that's kind of our point of difference too. So, but we get that all the time, and that's why we do lots of sampling, so people can kind of, you know, they sample it and they say, oh, it's regular vodka. A lot of people think it's, you know, a black licorice color, and we get all sorts of things, but it's not. It's just we use it because it actually makes the vodka better. It smooths it out. Is why we use
Yeah,
this.
well, and it's the only black vodka I think in North America,
It
which
is.
is
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really, really pretty. You were supposed to get married. Is it May? Like you were supposed to
Um,
get married.
yeah. May 9th. So that's been postponed now. Lots of things have been postponed. Our wedding, and then our honeymoon obviously has been postponed too. So yeah, it's a crazy time right now. So it's I know, going a little slow.
But what was your wedding cocktail supposed to be? Because this is like ideal if people have like a black and white wedding, because I
Hmm.
think that's a big trend right now. It's like you could have like a black cocktail. What would cocktail would you have made at the wedding?
I don't think we really fully decided which, we were going to do 2 cocktails. I don't think we really fully decided which ones we were going to do. I'm trying to think if we even came to a conclusion on that. Not really. We had so many other things that we were worrying about the last few weeks. We didn't, you know what I mean? We didn't
The
really.
cocktails weren't up there on the list.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's so funny because Ashley Linson, who's like a big wedding planner, she was saying like there's a big trend with like black, like a black theme, like black and white theme. And so I thought if like you wanted to be able to make a black cocktail without using Hounds, you would have to put so many ingredients in the cocktail. And I think what's kind of neat with this is that you don't have to do that. You literally use it as a base, and then you can sort of build around that.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you have some bartenders that are kind of playing with charcoal, and a lot of people actually misinterpret ours, and they think it is charcoal, right?
Yeah.
That we actually use in it, but it's not, and it actually gives it a really smooth and good character to the vodka. So.
Yeah, I totally agree. What are some of your favorite, like what are your top 3 cocktails to make with Hounds? So you just made the Moscow Mule. What are your other 2?
Oh, this one's great. Yeah. I mean, I like to drink Hounds. I don't really use it much. I do. This is a mix, but I mean, I love our take on like the old fashioned, which is kind of, just ice, some orange bitters, simple syrup, and just Hounds vodka. And that's probably one of my go-tos. And also you can do the similar thing as a Manhattan. Instead of doing Crown Royal, you use Hounds and use.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, it's a really good cocktail too. So I generally drink it, not in a mix, but pretty straight up.
Oh, that's so interesting. So what would you put into, what's in a Manhattan, and you would replace the Crown Royal with Hounds?
Yeah, so a Manhattan is, it's normally Crown Royal, or you can use bourbon. A lot of people use bourbon, and it's bitters. So we use bitters, Hounds vodka, and now I'm missing that one ingredient. Listen, I don't know why I can't think of it right now. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Sweet vermouth is what it is. Sweet vermouth. Yeah. So it's just those 3, and then add a cherry, and then that's basically it. And
guys, for the cherries, you need to get these cherries. I'm obsessed with them. They're like
so are those full cherries? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, the little black ones.
Those what I prefer actually versus the sweet ones. What are they? The Marcianos.
Maraschino, yeah. Those are very good. These are amazing. Like, I literally we've been making these, the other drinks that we've been doing are Negronis. Yes. So we're trying to work through Anthony Bourdain's entire cookbook. So we've been making Negronis with like these cherries sort of at the bottom and at the top. Anyway, they're absolutely delicious. I love them, but I've been doing all the Hounds cocktails with these cherries. We've been doing a lot of Zoom drinks, like also like with clients and friends. And so anyway, we've been playing with like different cocktails.
Yeah. No, and it's obviously, I mean, it's great in a martini too. Obviously you had a martini, so it's anything that I find that Hounds is like the main ingredient, is generally the best. So
I love it. Anyway, thank you for that recipe. It's so good.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep drinking. This was really fun.
Yeah.
And I hope I get to see you in person soon.
I know. I hope this is going to be over very soon. Going crazy here.
Yeah, I think people are. I think that's why people are drinking more. I think we are getting a little stir crazy at home. And so we are tending to sort of want to entertain ourselves a little bit, and like alcohol over, entertaining each other and yourselves, like with a cocktail, is always kind of nice.
Yeah, definitely overindulging in alcohol and food these days. That's for sure, right?
Yeah, well, the cooking is good, actually. Cooking, a little cooking, it's all good. Anyway, Andrew, thank you so much. This is Andrew Kirby, and he's the founder of Hounds Vodka.
Okay, cheers, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So that was super fun. Andrew actually, I think, started as a bartender, and he came up with this amazing concept of Hounds Vodka, all black. It's distilled here in Ontario, which is pretty great. Canadian product, Canadian brand, and it's really, really delicious. And there's my cocktail right there. This you can make with a lemon, some cherries, and some cherry syrup, and some Hounds vodka, and a little bit of sugar on the rim. So anyway, cheers, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Mwah.